If you enjoy a little bit of music on the go, but you hate dealing with rechargeable earbuds, well, you're not alone, because I can't stand it either. And one of the things that I hate the most is when they removed the earphone plug from cell phones, right? So now you've got its USB-C, which is great for some things, but it's made it a little painful for music. Now, if you want a solution for this problem, well, I've got that solution right here. So stick around after the break. I'm going to tell you all about it.
Before we get started, if you're into tech, hi-fi, or movies, be sure to push the subscribe button for new weekly videos.
What I've been asking for a long time is a set of headphones that can work with an iPhone or an Android phone over the USB-C port. Now, the intermediary step of getting from there to here were the little dongles that you could get. So you could get a little USB-C dongle that had a DAC in it and then a headphone adapter, 3.5 millimeter, and then you plug in your headphones. Well, that was annoying. But today, we got a new solution. Now, this might just look like a bunch of wires, but this is actually the ST2 Pro from Hidizs, right? And this is a set of headphones that have a built-in DAC and a built-in USB-C cord. So these work just like the wired headphones of yore, meaning that all you do is put these on and then plug it in to your device with a USB-C port. And they work with pretty much anything with USB-C. Now, you might think to yourself, big whoop, what's the deal? Why is that important? Well, for me, it makes life easy, right? So there's a nice little carrying case. You can shove these things in there. You can put this in your bag. And then when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about plugging in rechargeable earbuds. And even more important than that, you don't really have to worry about them falling out, rolling under an airplane seat, being lost, forgetting one somewhere, all of the things that make them a little more onerous to take care of than an old set of wired headphones. This is, there's a little bit of size here, right? You can see this. It's easy to find. If it falls out, it's still connected. It's super duper elegant. Now, you don't have to recharge these, obviously. And some people say, well, it doesn't really matter with the earbuds that have the cases with the built-in batteries. And that's true. I mean, for the most part, you can take that and never have to charge it on a whole trip. But I do like, if I didn't remember to charge things, I can just shove these in a bag and go. It's just a really elegant solution. Now, that's only one half of the equation here. The other half of the equation is, how do these actually perform, and are they worth it? And what all do they do? From a technology point of view, these pretty much do everything that you want, right? So they have ESS DACs, which are great. They support DSD. They do MQA, the high-res audio. So pretty much any source that you have loaded on your mobile device that you throw at it, this is going to be able to handle with the DAC that's built in. And you have the DAC here down at the bottom. It also has a nice little indicator light that comes on when you plug it in, so you can see whether things turn green, if it turns red, if there's an error. And then for the rest of the construction, these are really nice because of the way that they fit over your ear, right? So these are the type that you can kind of just shove in. They go over the top of your ear, and they're solidly in there, right? And I much prefer this type of IEM as opposed to the type without a cable, right? Because you can get them in there and they lock in pretty good, but they still feel like you could lose them. And I'm always scared to sleep with those on. With these, if I doze off on an airplane, it's no problem for me. I am not concerned about losing these things at all. Once they're in, you loop them over your ear, they are in. Now, these aren't noise canceling. However, they do get a pretty good seal on them. So they do block out a lot of the ambient noise, but you don't get the cool features of where you can set them to hear other people talking and set levels and that kind of stuff. It's on or off, no noise canceling, but that hasn't really presented a problem for me in my use of these. These also have microphones, so you can use them to take phone calls on your mobile device. It's got the little button so you can mute and answer and all of the normal features. Also, this cable is detachable. Now, it's not just a cable because you do have the DAC built in here at the bottom, but if anything happens, this does come off and you can replace this if necessary. Hopefully, you don't ever need to do it, but if in the future they come out with a new DAC technology that you want to take advantage of, it's a great way to be able to swap out the DAC of the system and keep the same drivers. Or if you want new drivers, you can still use the DAC and the cable with the new set of drivers in the IEM, which is pretty cool. From a sound perspective, these I classify as good, right? So they are not the best IEMs that I've ever heard. They are far from the worst. I think this is a great workhorse set of IEMs when you want to have something that you're not really super concerned about as far as losing them or having them big damage, that kind of thing, because you can take these, throw them in a bag, and not feel like, okay, I have this humongous investment that might go bad if something happens. So it removes that fear, but at the same time, it gives you that full 20 to 20,000 hertz full range sound. The bass is good, mid-range is okay. Maybe a little bit on the high end. I would like it to sparkle a little bit more, but for kind of general purpose listening, I think that the convenience that this brings really offsets any of the sound quality concerns that you might have when you compare these to, you know, a $2,000 set of IEMs. And obviously the price point for this is vastly different there. So those should be better, but these serve a purpose that is really, I won't call it life-changing, but really makes travel a lot easier and enjoyable for me because it eliminates a lot of worry and it allows me to enjoy music and Audible and surfing the web and doing all these other things in a way that I like to enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed this, remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things. There'll be a video down in the corner. Give that one a shot. I think you'll like it better. If you want a set of these, there'll be links down inside of the notes. Check it out there. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.